Yes, Higgins' wife is coming back. Or not. So guys, how are you? I hope you are well. I am the Monio, the interdimensional demon, who talks the most about Ninja Kamui on YouTube, and you are on my channel. Episode 5 of Ninja Kamui is finally out, and we have some very interesting things. Let's get straight to the point. Do I think Mari is alive? But the Monio, what you're saying doesn't make sense. It's just clickbait for the video. And I tell you that there is several pieces of evidence that make sense and corroborate this theory. Let's talk a little about them. Firstly, let's go back to episode 4, in which we have all the main characters who seem to be the heads of the ninja clan, and if you notice, it is precisely these characters who form the elite guard that faced Higgin in episode 5. Here we have the guy who has a big head, which despite being short, is wearing the tallest robotic suit of all. Here we have the guy with black power, including the shape of the robot's head. It matches the shape of his hair. The other two don't have it or face shown during the fight, but I believe this is the Secretary of Oz's CEO, since there are two other women in the group, and this robot costume fits her a lot, especially the height, which is very compatible, and also the shape of her hair, which is very reminiscent of the design of her robot, so I believe this is her. The fourth member is the woman who appears with a kind of helmet that has a mask hiding her face, and we can be sure that it is her, because the design of the robot's face is exactly the same as her helmet, so we can claim that this woman is Higgins' informant, and the person who guided and helped him enter the city. One of the things that most supports the hypothesis that it is Mari, is the fact that she is the only character who hides her face, and this is interesting, because in terms of narrative, the only reason for this to happen would be the fact that revealing her face causes a huge impact on both Higgin and those watching. Another interesting detail is that before entering the room where he will fight against the elite soldiers, he begins to remember his past, and his wife receives a lot of attention, for scenes focusing on her face and the way she died. Later when Higgin enters the room, the first enemy that faces him, and that the camera focuses on through the robot's face, is precisely the mysterious woman who hides her face. And think with me, Higgins' past is shown and established with him having relationships with only two other characters, which is Mari and Zai, and we know that Zai is the Reaper, and the person who helped him was a woman who knew his name. I knew how to contact him. If this mysterious woman were a new character, I believe that because she has a certain relevance in the plot, her relationship with Higgin would have already been established or at least mentioned in previous episodes, but this did not happen. Mari is the only woman in the story establishes as having contact with him. Furthermore, if she were a completely new character, I believe that this woman would be a relevant enough character to appear in the opening, but this does not happen, which further reinforces that she is a character that has already appeared. Think about it with me. If this woman wears a mask, it is because there is some kind of expectation regarding the revelation of who she is, and it would be very strange if it were a completely new character, who is important, but is not in the opening, who has absolutely no relationship with Higgin, but he knows him, knows how to contact him and is helping him. But the Monio, how could Mari be alive if we saw her die? Well, what we saw was the last sight of Higgin before he passed out shortly afterwards and almost died. And when he was in the hospital, there was no time to check if the body was really hers and her son, plus there is the mask technology that alters the appearance of the face, which makes the chance that what Higgin saw was something fake designed to deceive him even greater. But what about you? Do you think this theory makes sense? That there will be a big plot twist in the anime? Leave it in the comments, and if you like the video, subscribe to follow the next content. Until next time my people, demonic hugs.